Hello viewers, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new around here. Today we are going to be watching possible and very likely looking future teammates, future version 1 teammates, and that is of course Beast Mode, who we're on board with now, and Daniel, who is also on the same team as Beast Mode here, and soon to be, like I said, the same team in RLCS on version 1. Very interesting stuff. Torment looking like he's going to lose his spot on version 1. Although it looked like it was going to be Com before the split started. Ends up being Torment now at the end of the split. And although it's not 100% confirmed yet, it's looking pretty much 95. It's like 99%, right? Everyone knows it's going to happen. And I know Torment's had a few offers from other teams. I don't know what teams yet. But we'll see where he ends up going. But in the meantime, this video at least is going to be about... Well, we're going to be watching Beast Mode here and then Daniel in the next couple of replays. We have 3 replays today. But mostly these two, see how they get on the same team in 2s here, and it might be a little reflection of what is to come on version 1 in RLCS. Beast Mode up here with a reset. Not quite getting it past the first man there, but certainly making a lot of progress forward. And now Daniel, Beast Mode's just going to sit and watch Daniel go to work. He goes past one player, almost gets the bump on the second. He actually gets the ball past the second, and look at that. Oh, what a save from Daniel that is on the goal line. I mean, what a pass that is from Daniel on the goal line, sorry. He meant to do that. I just wanted the assists real quick there. Just in case the timer ran out on the assist there, he wanted to get another touch. And yeah, that was exactly what was meant to happen. That was almost comical. I mean, it was comical. Beast Mode still gets the goal though. Luckily, now Daniel going for a tight angle double there on the orange team's backboard. Not happening though. But I think a team of Daniel, Beast Mode and Com could definitely be a dangerous one for any team to come up against. This is going to be goal number 2 here in this game. Beast Mode now stealing Daniel's goal. Beast Mode just doing a little favour back for Daniel there, but actually getting the goal still this time. I don't think maybe that's what Daniel was doing. He was trying to get the goal still in the first goal. He didn't quite get it though. Ended up just being a good pass back out to Beast Mode. But yeah, I think the team of Beast Mode, Daniel and Com is going to be scary. And that's because you got a player like Com who is moving forward, creating havoc on the defensive side of the opposition team with his demos, you know, going beyond the line and getting these demos. And it just frees up more space for players like Beast Mode and Daniel, and they're both really dangerous players when there's space. 3-0 in this game for Daniel and Beast Mode. Daniel getting his second goal. Sorry, Daniel getting his first goal. I've already forgotten that Beast Mode stole Daniel's goal. Yeah, I think that could be a really good recipe for version 1. Be really good. Nice little land dash there for Beast Mode. What are we calling it? Zap dash. Even though I've seen loads of different variants of that dash lately, different names as well. It keeps evolving, which is interesting because you can pretty much go from 0 speed to almost supersonic just by doing that dash sometimes, even with no boost. If you could pull it off, of course. I certainly can't, but most pros probably can at this point. But yeah, I think back to my earlier point, Com running beyond the opposition team, getting the demos on the opposition's back line and freeing up Beast Mode and Daniel, who like to sit quite deep. Daniel and Beast Mode are players that like to sit quite deep, defend, and then build from there and go forward. And I think with Com pushing forward first, it just gives Daniel and Beast Mode even more space to do stuff like this. Beast Mode here with a reset. Goes low with a fake and gets the goal. Perfect timing from Beast Mode there. I promise that was not rehearsed. I have not seen this replay. And that is actually a forfeit from the opposition there. 4-0 in this game. They've had enough. They've seen enough. They know they're not going to beat the insane duo of Beast Mode and Daniel. Beast Mode getting a hat-trick there with a goal stolen, of course. 5 saves as well. Look at that. Across the board. Stats good for both Beast Mode and Daniel. We have 2 more replays in this game, or in this video I should say, and we are going to go ahead now and watch the second replay. Okay, the second replay of this video, on board with Daniel this time, who hasn't gone for kickoff, but the kickoff just gets given straight to them anyway. The opposition not spotting the fake kickoff there. Oops, almost getting another shot, or another goal I should say. Well, not another goal. Almost getting a goal off kickoff. Both times the orange team actually failing to do so. Probably should have had a goal there. But Daniel, ice in his veins, stood his ground, wasn't worried at all. So yeah, we kick off this game on board with Daniel. Probably going to stick on board with Daniel now throughout the rest of this video, so for the second replay as well. And, sorry, just seeing what the pings were. 16 ping for Daniel in this game, so nice low ping. Look at Daniel there, not even bothering going near the ball. Full faith in Beast Mode, good sign for VU1, to be honest, if these two trust each other this much already. Daniel up very quickly for this off the backboard. It's not the greatest first touch, but he does get back to it. It's not the greatest shot, though, considering he had to get back to it. He didn't do a bad job of it at all. But yeah, not the first touch that he wanted there. Beast Mode on the backboard. This is where Beast Mode is so good. And Daniel as well, on the backboard, on their own backboard, and then just carrying the ball out. Daniel pre-jumping Beast Mode's pass here. It's a shame that one wasn't on target. That would have been something special. I think these two might be in comms. Going by that, I don't think they would have done that without comms. If they did, fair play. But yeah, either way, yeah, they're definitely in comms. Daniel's pre-jumping Beast Mode again. He's going for a double off the backboard. Can he get it? Yes, he can. It's Daniel. Of course he can. Bottom right corner for the first goal in this game. Great goal there. Great teamwork from both players. Scary sight. Honestly, if they can do stuff like this in RLCS, scary stuff. It's going to be scary for NA teams. It really is. And the only other team I've really seen consistently trying to pre-jump like that was Oxygen. And they've made it work sometimes. If a team can really sort of make that work consistently, like pre-jumping passes from your teammates, they're going to be beating the opponents to the ball every single time. It's going to be so hard to read. That is a wide open net. And that means it's the second goal of this game and Beast Mode's first goal of this game. But yeah, back to my point. Pre-jumping is just a scary sight for any team that's against it, because like I said, you can't. The only way you're going to be able to stop a pre-jump shot or a pre-jumped pass into a shot is by pre-jumping the save, which is harder to do in my opinion, because you know the opposition are going to be communicating the pre-jump passes and shots. You can't really communicate a pre-jump save, right? It's just, unless you can read they're going to do a pre-jump, which you can sometimes, it's going to be hard to save it though, or it's going to be hard to beat them to the ball at least, at the very least. Daniel getting the mid 100 boost, taking it from Beast Mode, takes the back corner as well. I think Beast Mode might be low on boost, so I think he might have got the back corner actually. That's a good outfield pass from Beast Mode to Daniel. He's going for a fast double. He just about gets bumped off the ball there by the opposition. Daniel again up, spotting Beast Mode's pass. He plays it back down to Beast Mode. He gets saved. That would have been an unbelievable shot, well, an unbelievable goal I should say. If that went in, that would have been a great team goal from Beast Mode and Daniel. They are looking so good here in this 2v2 game. Unbelievable stuff, unbelievable synergy coming out from both players. It's crazy to think that neither of these players will be playing in the upcoming major, and that's probably why they're making these roster changes, and they're going to join forces just to make sure they can secure those future LAN spots. Now Beast Mode pre-jumping Daniel. I think Beast Mode probably maybe wanted to play that back down to Daniel there. If he did, that would have been something special, or maybe he was just going for the fake shot. Either way, it doesn't result into a goal, but they are still 2-0 up in this game. The opposition have had not even a sniff of the opposition or the blue team net. They've not had a sniff at all. Apparently they've had 7 shots. I don't remember that. It's been all Beast Mode and Daniel from what I can see, and they are just tearing the opposition apart at the moment. They haven't got themselves a third goal yet, but it's definitely going to come with the way they're attacking. That's a reset for Daniel and a musty back up to the top shelf. That ball was near enough touching the floor and he lifted it back up into the top shelf of the opposition net. Special stuff from Daniel, of course, and that is why we are on board with him in this game. He can't get to the ball quickly here though. He does get beaten to the ball, but Beast Mode is just about back in time to keep that ball out of the net. It was good speed by the opposition there, but yeah, Beast Mode back just to recover his teammate there, and now Beast Mode pushing forward, making progress. Daniel gets the boost on the respawn, gets a beaten to that ball though. Beast Mode again sweeping in, taking up the ball. The opposition just not really working together by the looks of it right now. They're making 50s, but the second man or the second player just isn't there in time. Daniel trying to play it back off the backboard there down to Beast Mode, who was already looking like he wanted to pre-jump the ball there. A little bit of miscommunication maybe between the players, but either way I don't think they care. They're having fun with this. I'm having fun watching it, to be honest. This is hugely entertaining stuff so far. I'm just waiting for the next special goal to come in. It must happen any second. But yeah, 3-0 in this game. It's probably done for the orange team, honestly. But fair play to them for sticking around, seeing these plays from Daniel and Beast Mode and being able to stick around. Probably isn't easy, honestly. You probably just want to think, well, whatever, these guys are better than me. Let's just move on to the next game. But yeah, they're sticking around. Sticking around. I wish I could do stuff like this. I mean, this must be the most satisfying game to get good at, but it's also one of the hardest games to get good at, you know? So it's just, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen for me anyway. Daniel now passing the ball out to Beast Mode, who plays a double to himself off the sidewall. Doesn't connect the second touch. Daniel, though, with a clean pre-jump attempt there, and he gets a double down onto the net. I think that was saved. I don't know if it was on target or not. Either way, that is game. Was this on target? I just want to have a quick look. That's definitely going in, right? Yeah, it gets saved. Look, so that's just unbelievable stuff from Daniel. Great pre-jump attack on the opposition there. Pre-jumped the ball when they put the ball, took the ball off them cleanly, back off the opposition backboard. If I can get my words out, that would be great. Yeah, and played a tight angle double there on target. It does get saved, unfortunately, but that is game. And Daniel and Beast Mode again, a dominant performance there. Apparently they had 7 saves between them. I mean, that's because they sit deep, right? So this is the thing. It didn't really look like the orange team had many shots, but because Daniel and Beast Mode are players that sit deep, they do soak up more saves, and it looks like the opposition have had more shots than they probably really should have. So that's why it looks like they've had a lot of shots, but it didn't feel like they had 9 shots in their game. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Anyway, there is one more replay for this video. We're going to go ahead and watch that now. Okay, final replay of this video on Champions Field, and I think we could well be looking at 2 future champions here with Daniel and Beast Mode. It's only a matter of time before they win themselves a major at LAN. It must be only a matter of time, but yeah, especially if they're on the same team, right? It's looking good for version 1 fans and version 1 in general in the future, in my opinion. I don't see how a roster change like that, Daniel's going for a pogo here, I don't see how a roster change like that could be a bad thing. Don't get me wrong, Torment has been a massive player for V1. He really has been, especially at the back. But I think when you're bringing in, I understand the Torment change. People are probably confused why they're getting rid of Torment when they wanted to get rid of Com. The thing is, they're now getting Daniel, who isn't the same player as what Rise is, because Rise obviously was rumoured to go to V1. Daniel up for this. Let's get a shot on target, it gets saved. But the reason they're getting rid of Torment, at least from what I can gather, is because Torment obviously sits quite far back himself and is the more defensive, or the most defensive player on V1. I would say, maybe not the most defensive, but he certainly does most of the defensive work in terms of like goal line saves and stuff. I feel like Daniel, because he sits so deep, and so does Beast Mode. Another pre-jump pass here. Look at this, it's on target. No, it's not on target, it's off the bar and down. Daniel, can he use the rest of his boost to get a goal? He pops it high off the backboard. Is Beast Mode around? No, he's not. But yeah, back to my point. I can't get my point out without a crazy play happening. But yeah, back to my point. I feel like with the addition of Daniel and Beast Mode, obviously already on the team, they're already players that sit deep, and Torment, it would have been quite a defensive team. Don't get me wrong, I think they would have been fine, but they might have been tripping over each other a little bit, or at least one of Daniel and Beast Mode, or even Torment, would have had to change their playstyle a bit, and that's not really what you want to do when you're trying to make a team. You want every single player to play to their strengths, right? To play to their best playstyle. That's what makes the best teams, because if you're bringing in players and saying, right, your playstyle is this, but we want you to do this instead, you're already at a disadvantage, because your player isn't doing what they're comfortable with or what they're best at. That was a crazy goal from Daniel, reset Musty into the top right corner. I didn't miss it, but I wanted to get my point out before they scored a crazy goal. They did beat me to it, but yeah, still a crazy goal from Daniel there, and he is rushing forward here just to try and get the ball out to his teammate, which it does so perfectly. Beast Mode with good control, he does get challenged, gets it over the first player. Bit of a wasted hit here, but the opposition aren't ready for it. Daniel does sneak in and gets the possession. He's trying to go for a double off the backboard. We've seen him do it from that angle multiple times in RLCS. Not quite happening this time. He's up quickly here though, but he gets beaten to the ball by Bella on the other team. But Beast Mode is there to pick up the scraps in his own half. A good pop again by Beast Mode. It's going to be played off the backboard. The orange team controlling the ball well here. Oh, they both go for the ball though. That's a bit of a mistake. And yeah, Beast Mode is just going to fire that one into the open net. Big mistake coming out from the orange team. Unfortunately, both players wanting a piece of the ball there. Both of them not really getting enough on it. And the ball just stopped dead. Daniel kept the ball dead in his track, or in its tracks. And yeah, it allowed Beast Mode to come in and score in the open net. The orange team here having to do a bit more defending. Beast Mode's sweeping around and getting a demo. He's been watching his teammate, taking notes of Com. Daniel up quickly for this. Look at that shot. Unbelievable shot from Daniel to wrap himself around the ball like that with the air roll shot. He was up so quickly for it. The opposition just not quick enough at all to react. I'm probably not expecting Daniel to get up for that so quick, but you got to be expecting it. Look at that cut on the sidewall from Daniel. That's a wide open net. Again, not expecting it. Beast Mode's going to steal the goal once again from Daniel. These two are just on another level here in these 2v2 ranked games. Some seriously crazy stuff I've seen in these ranked games. You see this stuff with pros more often than not these days, but not at this consistency. They're doing it with every single goal with these kind of pre-jump passes, pre-jump goals. I know it's only ranked, it's not RLCS, but yeah, it's a thing. It's a sign of things to come. I think it's fair to say. I think these two are going to be playing with a hell of a lot of confidence. These youngsters don't have any fear, really, from what I can tell. They know their ability. Beast Mode going for a pass, or not a pass, a pinch off the sidewall. Daniel's actually going to read it off the corner. after getting bumped in the air, he has to reset. I mean, how is that a goal? How does that not get defended? The opposition just not aware of Daniel up in the air here getting bumped. Look at this. He uses his flip to get towards the ball. Yeah, the opposition just have no idea where Daniel is at that point. And yeah, he should have been clearing out his own backboard. But again, if they're not in comms, it's going to be hard to know Daniel's up for that. Why would any player be up for that? And that's probably why the forfeit did come in. Yeah, just pure dominance from Daniel in beast mode. Look, no saves in that game. Absolute dominance. Didn't need to do any defending. No shots from the orange team at all. And 13 shots from Daniel and beast mode collectively. 5 goals between them. 3 for Daniel getting the hat-trick. Yeah, no saves in that game from Daniel and beast mode. And no shots from the orange team. Just says all you need to know about the game that we just watched. If you're still watching, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. If you haven't liked the video yet, then do please consider doing so. And subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't done so. If you enjoyed this video, stick around. There are plenty of videos like this on its way. These are the main source of my content, these kind of videos. I am doing my placements at the moment as well and talking over them. You may have seen that video from yesterday. I hope you all enjoyed that one. I enjoyed it as well, so you will be seeing more of that. But yeah, the main source of my content is videos like the one you've just watched. So if you enjoyed that, subscribe to the channel, like the video, stick around for some more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all very soon.